He who dares to waste even 1 hour of his time has not yet realized the value of life. Imagine a world where the complexity of life is a grand tapestry, woven by the hands of time through the loom of nature. It was a concept that revolutionized our understanding of life on Earth, a theory that challenged the very foundation of scientific thought in the 19th century. This is the story of Charles Darwin, a man whose curiosity led him on a voyage of discovery that would change the world forever. Born in 1809, Darwin was to become the father of evolutionary biology. His seminal work, On the Origin of Species, introduced the radical idea of natural selection, a process where organisms better adapted to their environment tend to survive and produce more offspring. In this journey through Darwin's legacy, we'll explore the essence of his groundbreaking theory, delve into the historical context that shaped his thoughts, and witness the profound impact of his work on our understanding of life itself. In a time when the natural world was a vast, uncharted expanse, the prevailing winds of thought were guided by the compass of creationism. It was an era where the diversity of life was often seen as the work of a divine craftsman, each species an individual masterpiece. Yet amidst the rigid doctrines, the seeds of change were already sown. Pioneers of science like Georges Cuvier and Jean-Baptiste Lamarck had begun to categorize the living tapestry of nature, hinting at a pattern, a kinship between forms that defied the static pages of natural theology. Enter Charles Darwin, a young man of 22, with a mind as fertile as the soils he studied. Embarking on a voyage aboard the HMS Beagle, Darwin was to be the ship's naturalist, a role that would take him on a 5-year odyssey around the globe. From the verdant jungles of Brazil to the rugged outcrops of the Galapagos, Darwin's eyes were opened to the splendor and variety of life. But it was more than mere observation. Darwin saw threads connecting the tapestry of life, patterns that spoke of relationships and a shared ancestry. With every specimen, every fossil, every note he took, Darwin was piecing together a puzzle that stretched beyond the Garden of Eden and into deep time. The Earth's history was not a static tableau, but a dynamic, unfolding narrative, written in the stones and the stars. Upon his return, the young naturalist found himself at a crossroads of history. The Industrial Revolution was reshaping society, and with it, the ideas of change and progress were in the air. Yet to propose a natural mechanism for the origin of species was to challenge the very order of things. It would take decades of meticulous research, reflection, and no small measure of courage before Darwin would set his theory down on paper. A theory so powerful it would ignite scientific thought, like flint to tinder, sparking a revolution that would enlighten our understanding of life itself. Now, let us turn the page to where Darwin himself penned his immortal words, unveiling the process that shapes the very essence of life, natural selection. In the grand theater of the natural world, every creature plays a part in a play written by the environment itself. Here, the lead actors are those best suited to their roles, through the subtle art of natural selection. Imagine an orchestra without a conductor, where the instruments tune themselves to the rhythm of life. This is the essence of natural selection, a symphony of survival where the notes of genetic variation are played out in full force. Variation is the melody of this symphony, the subtle differences inherited from parent to offspring. Darwin observed this in the Galapagos, where finches' beaks varied from island to island, each shape a testament to the food it ate and the niche it filled. But where does this variation come from? It springs from the well of genetics, a dance of DNA where mutations and sexual reproduction mix the genetic palette. And while some variations may hinder, others confer advantage, and it is these that nature selects. Consider the finches once more, their beaks not crafted by a smith, but forged in the furnace of survival. On one island, a finch with a larger beak may thrive, cracking tough seeds, while another with a slender beak may prosper where insects abound. Over generations, those with beneficial traits have more offspring, passing down their winning cards in the genetic lottery. Slowly, inexorably, the population changes, not by chance but by the relentless pressure of survival. This is evolution in motion, a process not of grand designs but of countless small steps, each one a trial by nature where the environment judges suitability. The fossil record whispers of this process, a lineage of forms leading from the ancient to the modern. It's a record not just of life, but of death, of lineages that could not adapt, that nature did not select. For Darwin, this was a revelation, a key that unlocked the mystery of the origin of species. But with this key came controversy, for it suggested a narrative of life that was continuous, a tapestry woven not from a single thread, but from a myriad of strands, each evolving, adapting, and changing. From the tiniest bacterium to the great leviathans of the sea, every form of life is a testament to this process. Each species is a living library, a collection of successful adaptations written in the language of genetics. And today, with the unraveling of the DNA helix, we see the truth that Darwin intuited, that all life is connected, branches of a single tree that has its roots deep in the ancient earth. As we journey further into Darwin's legacy, we see not only the diversity of life but the unity within it. It's a lesson of interconnectedness, of respect for the delicate balance that allows life to flourish. Let us now turn the page to the struggle for existence, the arena in which natural selection plays out, and witness the forces that drive the ever-changing face of nature. In the grand tapestry of life, woven with the threads of countless beings, there exists an eternal dance, a dance of survival, where each step is guided by the immutable rhythm of the struggle for existence. Darwin perceived this struggle not as a battle of brute force, but as a silent war waged in the shadows of existence. It is a war of attrition where the currency is life itself, and the spoils are the chance to pass on one's legacy to the next generation. Each creature, whether beast or bloom, is an actor in this drama. They are driven by an intrinsic force, an innate desire to live, to reproduce, to thrive. And yet, not all will succeed. For in this struggle, resources are finite, and the balance between life and death is as delicate as a spider's web glistening in the morning sun. In this intricate web of life, the struggle manifests in myriad forms. It is the competition for a sunlit canopy among trees, the territorial calls of birds echoing through the forest, the silent stealth of a lynx moving through the snow. Each is a testament to the struggle's omnipresence. The struggle for existence is both cruel and beautiful, for it sculpts life in its image. It carves out the fit and whittles away the weak, not with malice, but with indifference. It is the forge upon which species are hammered and shaped, honed by the hammer of necessity and the anvil of time. Darwin saw this not as a linear path to perfection, but as a branching tree, each limb a lineage, each fork a trial of adaptation. And where some branches grow robust and reach towards the sky, others may wither and fade into oblivion. This is the crux of Darwin's vision, a natural world in constant flux, a world where the struggle does not end but evolves, where the triumph of life is not in its permanence, but in its persistent reinvention. From the great migrations that stitch the continents together, to the simple turn of a leaf towards the sun, each movement is a note in the symphony of survival. This is the music of the natural world, a music that resonates with the sound of life itself. And so Darwin penned his thoughts, weaving his observations into a narrative that would echo through the ages. In his struggle to understand, he illuminated ours, casting light on the enduring struggle that defines life on our planet. As we ponder the struggle for existence, we prepare to delve deeper into the heart of Darwin's theory, the mechanism that drives the diversity of life, natural selection, the sculptor of evolution. Beneath our feet lies a chronicle of the Earth's past, a story etched in stone and bone, revealing the relentless march of evolution. Darwin, our astute architect of ancestry, saw in this record not myth nor legend, but evidence of life's great odyssey. The rocks do not lie. Within their silent layers, they cradle the fossils of bygone eras, trilobites, dinosaurs, ancient ferns, each a piece of the puzzle in understanding life's grand lineage. These petrified echoes speak of gradual change, of fin and feather, scale and skin, transforming through the eons. Darwin's journey took him beyond the confines of the present, into the depths of the Earth's memory. Each fossil he unearthed was a testament to the fact that the creatures we see today are but the latest draft in nature's grand design. From the cliffs of England to the plains of Patagonia, the fossil record, though incomplete, offers glimpses into the past, illustrating a pattern of continuity and change. It is in this pattern that Darwin perceived the whisper of a common ancestry, a tree of life branching out in all directions. Beyond the silent stone, the evidence for evolution breathes in the very anatomy of living beings. The wing of a bat, the fin of a dolphin, the hand of a human, disparate forms, yet underpinned by a striking similarity in bone structure. Such is the legacy of common descent, the blueprint of life drafted by the hand of evolution. Darwin's gaze turned also to the living world, where the distribution of species across continents and islands told a story of migration and modification. The unique wildlife of the Galapagos Islands, the peculiar fauna of Australia, each a living exhibit of evolution in action, shaped by isolation and time. With a mind as keen as the beak of a hawk, Darwin wove these strands of evidence into a coherent whole. He saw the unity in the diversity, the order in the seeming chaos of nature's vast array of forms. And now, in our modern era, with tools that Darwin could scarcely dream of, we continue to unravel the story he began. The DNA molecule, the fossil record, the geographic spread of species, all converge on the same undeniable truth: that life on Earth is a family affair, a tapestry of relationships stretching back to the dawn of time. As we journey through the corridors of time, the evidence for evolution stands as a beacon, illuminating our understanding of the natural world. It is a narrative not just of survival, but of thriving amidst the ever-shifting sands of Earth's vast and varied landscapes. Next, we shall navigate the challenges and objections to Darwin's theory, the intellectual tempests he faced, and how the essence of his ideas has weathered the storm of skepticism to emerge stronger, more vibrant, and more validated than ever before. In the wake of Darwin's groundbreaking voyage of discovery, not all were ready to set sail with him on uncharted seas. The theory of natural selection, while elegantly simple, stirred the waters of controversy, drawing skeptics and naysayers to the fore. Objections arose like formidable cliffs against the tide of Darwin's ideas. Some critics pointed to the complexity of the eye, the intricacy of the cell, as bastions that natural selection could not breach. They questioned how incremental changes could account for the boundless complexity of life. Darwin himself was not blind to these challenges. He acknowledged the difficulties, pondering deeply the mysteries that his own theory had yet to illuminate. The transitional forms, the missing links in the fossil record, were gaps he earnestly sought to fill. Yet even as the debate raged, Darwin's theory found fertile ground. With each objection, the scientific community was spurred to delve deeper, to seek evidence with greater vigor. The gaps began to close as paleontologists unearthed fossils that bore the imprints of transition, of evolution in action. In this crucible of contention, the resilience of Darwin's theory was tested. Like a tree in the storm, it bent but did not break, its roots anchored in empirical evidence, its branches reaching ever upward toward greater understanding. And what of today? The strands of DNA have revealed a continuity that Darwin could only have imagined. Genetics has become the cornerstone, confirming the shared ancestry of all life. The eye's complexity, once a puzzle, now a testament to the power of cumulative selection, each step building upon the last. In classrooms, laboratories, and museums, the story of life continues to be told. The objections and difficulties that once loomed large now serve as milestones of our scientific journey, reminders of our quest for knowledge and the robust nature of the scientific method. Darwin's legacy is not one of unchallenged acceptance, but of courageous exploration. His was a theory that invited us to question, to probe the depths of our understanding, and to emerge with a clearer vision of the truth. As we stand upon the shoulders of this giant, we look out upon a horizon vast with possibility. The challenges to Darwin's theory have not diminished its luster, but have polished it to a finer shine. For in the heart of every question lies the potential for deeper insight, and in every objection, a path to greater discovery. We now approach the culmination of our journey, the enduring impact and the indelible legacy of Charles Darwin. A legacy that continues to shape our understanding of the natural world and our place within it. As the dawn breaks over a world forever changed, we reflect upon the legacy of Charles Darwin, a beacon of intellect whose ideas pierced the mists of ignorance, illuminating the path to enlightenment. Darwin's vision of natural selection transcended the boundaries of his time, planting seeds that would blossom into the robust tree of modern biology. His insights laid the groundwork for a scientific revolution, one that has propelled humanity into an era of unprecedented understanding. In the intricate dance of the DNA helix, we see the echoes of Darwin's thoughts. His theory of descent with modification underpins the genetic tapestry that binds all life. In conservation, we apply his principles to preserve the delicate balance of ecosystems. And as we gaze into the vastness of space, we grasp the profound truth that the principles of evolution extend beyond our blue orb. The tendrils of Darwin's influence reach far and wide. In medicine, his theory informs our battle against diseases, as we track the evolution of pathogens and outwit their deadly advances. In the verdant rainforests and the deepest oceans, new species await discovery, each a living puzzle piece of evolutionary wonder. Darwin's legacy is not confined to the annals of academia, but lives on in the minds of the curious, the young scholars who stand on the cusp of discovery, and the everyday individuals who marvel at the story of life that unfolds in museums across the globe. The man who once voyaged across seas now guides us through the vast ocean of knowledge. His courage to question, to think profoundly about the origins of life, inspires us to continue our quest for understanding, to navigate the complexities of the natural world with open minds and hearts. As we stand at the helm of our planet's future, steering towards horizons yet unseen, we carry with us Darwin's greatest gift, the unquenchable thirst for knowledge and a deep appreciation for the intricate web of life that we are a part of. Charles Darwin, a name etched in history, not merely for the theory he birthed, but for the journey of discovery he bequeathed to us all. A journey that continues as we unravel the mysteries of life, one strand at a time. As our journey alongside Darwin concludes, we find ourselves not at an end, but at a new beginning. The Tree of Life stands as a symbol of our shared history, a living monument to the unity and diversity of life that Darwin so profoundly appreciated. Across continents and oceans, through jungles and deserts, in the heart of cities and the solitude of the wilderness, the principles of evolution continue to shape the world around us. Darwin's theory, once a single drop in the vast sea of knowledge, has rippled outwards, touching every shore of understanding. The legacy of Charles Darwin is etched not in stone, but in the living fabric of our existence. It is found in the breakthroughs that save lives, in the technologies that connect us, in the conservation efforts that preserve our planet for future generations, and in the eyes of a child who, with a single glance at a fossil, feels the stirrings of curiosity and the call to explore. We see the spark that Darwin ignited, a flame that burns brightly with the desire to understand and to appreciate the marvels of life. Darwin's voyage may have ended long ago, but the voyage of discovery he inspired sails on. His insights have become the compass by which we navigate the complex journey of life on Earth, guiding us to protect its splendor and unravel its mysteries. In the story of evolution, we find our own story, a narrative of adaptation and survival, of heritage and hope. It is a story that continues to unfold, written in the stars and in the strands of our DNA. Charles Darwin, a man of science, a seeker of truth, has left us with a vision of life that transcends time, a theory that compels us to look beyond ourselves and see the interconnectedness of all living beings. As we gaze up at the night sky, let us remember that we are all part of this magnificent tapestry of life, woven through time by the forces of evolution. And let us carry forward the spirit of inquiry, for the journey is far from over, and the wonders of life await those with the courage to discover.